I'm so happy to be here. This morning I have a group of people that I am so interested in introducing to you because they are doing a world of good for a number of people in our location. My guests today are from New Hope Pregnancy Resource Center. I know that's a mouthful, but you can refer to them as NHPRC or just New Hope, and that makes it a lot easier for everyone. I would like to also comment that you'll find that this interview will be very positive and hopeful because it brings out the best in people and how no matter how devastating a situation is in your life, there is hope and there is an answer someplace if you will only look and ask for help. And so today I have sitting beside me Karen Judd, who is Executive Director of New Hope, and along with her is one of her clients, Randy Levesque. And Randy is going to be able to testify to what has happened and how his life has changed with New Hope as a channel to bring him hope for the future. So Karen, can you tell us a little bit about New Hope?
Yes, New Hope Pregnancy Resource Center was started as a need in the Biddeford community. We also serve Saco, Old Orchard, Kennebunk, anywhere around Biddeford, mostly in the Biddeford community though. It was started as a need for men and women in the community who may find themselves in a crisis pregnancy where they're not sure where to turn, they don't have resources they need. It can be a very stressful situation when you do have resources, and when you don't, it's even a more difficult thing. And so we were started to help fill that need. We have a wonderful program that we do there at New Hope. We have an Earn While You Learn program where men and women can come in, and even if you think, I know how to be a parent, I know what to do. I thought I did when I had children, and I did know a lot. But I'm still learning things from these videos I watch with the men and women that come in, and they do watch these videos. They can bring their children in. We go from you're pregnant till you're first pregnant, right up till toddler, and even beyond that if you need our help, we can do that too. You come in, watch a video wherever you are in your pregnancy or wherever you are in your parenting. We assess your needs. You watch a video about what you can do, how to help you be a better parent, how to help you emotionally be a better parent, physically take care of your baby better. We have videos on shaken baby syndrome and how to prevent that and what happens when a baby goes through that. All kinds of wonderful things, and you earn points while you're there. And with your points, you can trade them in for material aid such as diapers and wipes and things like that we have. We've given away cribs. We have a car seat program, clothing, things that you may need, anything for your baby and or for yourself. We try to help out.
Wonderful. And what a great concept that is to be able to have something, program where you're learning and you're earning, and in that process of earning, you're accumulating objects and materials that you're going to need for the future when that child is born. Now, I haven't heard you mention anything about gestational classes.
We do have those. Like I said, we have right from the time that you come in, we do free pregnancy tests. If you find out you're pregnant, we will encourage you to come in, and we do right from the beginning of first trimester right up through the end of your pregnancy and beyond. You can come in and you'll learn about how your baby is growing inside of you, what you can do to make yourself more healthy, to relieve some of the stress from pregnancy. They're just wonderful DVDs that we show. While you're watching them, sometimes you have a discussion sheet we go through. We'll stop the video. You can ask questions. You can write answers to your questions. Sometimes you bring homework home, and if you bring it back, you get extra points for that. But we run the gamut, and as you know, like I said, stress in a pregnancy can run any economics you're in, any socioeconomic class you're in, it doesn't matter. We want anyone to be able to come in and know they're welcome there. And if they just want to come in and talk about how they're feeling and about what they're going through, we offer, that too. We're there for you. We just want women to know we're there, we're here for you. And men also. They're very important.
And what is the cost involved?
There is no cost. It is absolutely free. It's all from donations from people outside of New Hope that come in and donate. We have wonderful volunteers that come in. They're trained specifically to know how to address these things. They're trained how to use the videos, how to talk to the men and women that come in. We have a whole training program they go through. It's really
So they have
great.
credentials.
They have credentials, yes. They get certified through a program called Light University. They come in, it's about a 12-week course. We offer it, we're going to be offering it in a few weeks. If anybody wants to take it, they can come in. They have to pay for the manual. It's $50, around $50 for the manual, but other than that, that's the only cost they incur. And then they can get certified to be able to be a pregnancy resource center coach.
Now, is this you set up classes, or is it something like they themselves sit down to a video and learn?
We have a class. Usually it's once a week. Sometimes, depending on the class, if people can stay, we try to do 2 videos, and they get their manual, and we all do it as a group together. It's about 12 weeks long, 10 to 12 weeks.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, do you partner with any agencies or other businesses to help you?
We do. We have a partnership with Little Peeps on Main Street, right next to MacArthur Library. When our girls earn points, they can take them to Little Peeps and use them, and they have certain criteria of what they can get in the store. It has to pertain to your child, different things like that. They've been a wonderful partner with us. They really have. We don't technically partner with St. Andre's Home on Prospect Street, where they have a home for unwed mothers and mothers who are wed that are in a crisis pregnancy also. We don't technically partner with them, but their girls come to us once a week. They love coming. We were supposed to have a girl here today from there, but she was ill and couldn't make it. And they can tell you how much they benefit from this great program. They come in and they really enjoy it, and we're thrilled to have them as friends of New Hope also.
Okay. What are your hours?
Right now our hours are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 10 to 2. We do have some flexible hours. We'd like to expand our hours as we see a need, and we're starting to see that need. If you can't make it during the day, we can set up an appointment in the evening for you. We try to be, like I said, somewhat flexible. We can also sometimes be in there on Saturday if you're working during the week and you can't make it. We could do something like that.
So how long have you been offering this service, Karen?
Well, we've been open since January. We started planning it, though, probably almost 2 years ago. So we've been planning it for a while, but we were thrilled to be able to open in January.
Isn't that wonderful when you can just actually put action to your words, huh?
Yes,
2
it
years
is.
is a long time to be
Yes.
planning. Okay.
Yes.
Why don't you describe for me your typical patient, not patient, but client that will come in looking for, they don't know what really, and they don't know what you're all about. So
Yes.
how do you instruct them as to what you have to offer? And
Well, a typical client, a good way to describe that is there is no typical client. There really isn't. I mean, it's a woman will, and sometimes she comes in with her partner. Sometimes we've even had men come in alone, as you can see from Randy. They'll come in, sometimes they come in asking for a pregnancy test. Sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's positive, and they are self-administered. We have them circle if they're positive or negative, and we give them the paper. But they'll come in and either they'll be pregnant or they'll have a child and they'll need just some extra help. Teach me how to be a better mom. Teach me how to be a better dad. Show me how to take care. I don't know how to take care of this baby. I don't know what I'm going to do. And we're there for them. We're there to say we're here for you and to help you, like I've said.
oh,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. So now, Randy, I think I'd like to ask you a few questions. I'm really thrilled that you wanted to be able to be on this program because a pregnancy center almost means, well, a woman, right? And here you are. You're very brave to have come, and we thank you so very much for coming. So right now, I'd like to know what brought you there yourself. How did you?
I wanted to learn how to better take care of children because I have a few myself that range from 18 to an infant. So I wanted to learn more about the ins and outs of raising a child now
Yeah.
compared to back then.
Right. Who told you about them?
I saw the sign walking down the street
Uh-huh.
and I walked in
And you just walked in out of curiosity.
out of curiosity.
Well, sometimes curiosity kills the cat, but for you, boy, this was really a good thing for you. Tell us about your experience with this agency since you walked in.
I've had a great experience with them. They've actually helped me quite a bit getting stuff that I've needed and the stuff that I wanted, even though sometimes I couldn't use the stuff, and I've given it to people that could.
Mm-hmm.
And I've helped other people out just with stuff I've gotten from this program.
Okay. What do you think might have happened if you had not come in contact with New Hope?
I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be looking at a brighter future for me and my kids.
And you've got a newborn, you say.
Well, 6 months old, 7
Well,
months.
that's still pretty close to
Pretty
being a
new.
newborn. Yeah, I can see the joy in your eyes when you talk about. You mentioned this child. Is it a boy or a girl?
Boy,
Okay, your first boy? No.
second boy.
Okay, but nonetheless, all babies, they're so sweet. You just can't help but be overjoyed with them. Express to us your newfound sense of hope since your experience with this resource center.
I discuss the things that I worry about, like with the infant when he first came around. I was worried that I couldn't hold him, because a typical man is like worried about holding their baby because you don't want to hurt them on accident. You don't, that's what I was scared of because I haven't had to deal with an infant for 13 years. So it kind of threw me way off.
Mm-hmm. Miracles, that's what they are, miracles in action. So here we have a gentleman who's recently become a father again, who, out of curiosity, walked into the resource center, not knowing what he was going to get. I think that's real bravery too. So you were to be congratulated about that. Now, let's focus a little bit on you, the audience, and ask yourselves, what can you do to help them? Has this witnessing brought forth an urge for you to be able to be part of the problem that exists in our community? How can you help? And Karen, I think you can elaborate a little on that.
Yes, well, that's one thing I always try to say is be part of the solution, not part of the problem, which is one of the reasons we started New Hope, and I'm grateful that God gave me that opportunity because He chose me to do it, and I'm so thankful for it. But the way that they can help is there's several ways. Of course, we are a 501c3, tax deductible.
Yep.
We have a banquet coming up, October 8th, a fundraising banquet in Old Orchard Beach. If anybody wants information about that, would like to host a table, if they can get back to me as soon as possible, we'd like to get that going. They can do that. We have a great fundraiser. If they attend a local church, we have a thing called the Baby Bottle Campaign, where we will give somebody who represents New Hope at their church, a liaison, as many baby bottles as they need, and they give them to the people at their church who would like one, and they fill them with change, and after a few weeks, they collect them, and we gather the money, and that's part of a fundraising we have. Or you can just sponsor us monthly if you'd like. We can give information for that. If you go on our website, it shows you all of the information about how to do that. But and come in anytime to the center and see us and even give us a call if you want a special tour. We'd love to show you what we do there. We're right there we're on Main Street. Our address is Main Street, but we're technically on Washington Street, right next to the Wonder Bar, 137 Main Street, right next to the Wonder Bar, and most people know where that is. And we can give you a tour. Just call ahead in case we're not there. We can schedule a tour if anybody wants to come in, or give us a call and we'll talk about how they can help us even more.
Yeah, I was glad you said the little bit about you're going to be giving classes. So if anybody out there would like to become a counselor for them, there's an opportunity for you. And I've noticed also that you could use a little cleaning help for the whole office, and maybe some reception help. So
Definitely.
there are all sorts of different avenues from which you might have your own skills or your own time to donate to New Hope and help them in their endeavor to share the blessings of childbirthing, so to speak, and child raising with them, because they are a resource that is totally free, for one thing, because I know a lot of people pay a lot of money to get these same services. And St. Andrews has taken advantage of this too by utilizing them. So, chalk it up to them for realizing that this is really a good support mechanism for everybody in the community. Now, you receive no other funds other than what you are able to raise that way, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So far, yes.
All right. Well, again, I don't know if it's on the screen now, but there's a website on the screen. It's called newhopepregnancyresourcecenter.com, or you can email them at newhopepregnancyresourcecenter.gmail.com, and you can call them at
gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Okay. And would you give them the phone number, Karen?
Yes, it's very easy. It's 207-571-HOPE or 4673. So 207-571-HOPE, and you'll be able to get a hold of us.
Okay, and there you have it. An example of hope being realized in the happy face of Randy here, and also in Karen, who is a very loving, social person who is very dedicated to making families whole again. And that's what we need in our communities these days. So I thank you for having taken time out of your busy schedule to listen to our program, to listen to what New Hope is all about. And we hope that you will be able to, one way or another, either come in to offer services or your money, or to be able to channel somebody to them who is in need of help. So have a good day, everyone, and we thank you so very much for attending.